Hello YouTube, it's ya boy Cheese Bobby here with a brand new video. And in today's video we're not talking about gaming news or talking about a game in general. No, but in today's video we'll be talking more of an ideology, and that is cancel culture, which is basically 90% of the time it's some random butthurt pussy on the internet, usually Twitter, um, celebrity. I don't know. Let's just name I'm not gonna name any, of course, because I might get sued. But say there's a young celebrity, like I don't know, they're 30 years old or something, and then when they were 15, they said like the N word or something. Now, mind you, saying the N word, in my opinion, it's a bad thing, obviously. But if it happened 15 goddamn years ago, the person. Now, listen here, for all my viewers watching right now who are can actually use this metaphor or analogy to extent. Take your age now. Are you the same person you were 10 years ago? 99% of you will say no. For an example, I'm different in multiple ways. For one reason, I'm 17, almost 18. 10 years ago, I was in second grade. The point is, if you're 30 years old, then 10 years ago you were 20 years old, meaning you were a young and dumb adult. Now you're older and wiser, you won't do something that fucked up. My point, I'm not saying like you should have a time. And now, mind you, like I said earlier, 90% of the people cancel culture goes after don't need to be canceled at all over some dumb shit that they had no control over. To be honest, I mean, sure they said the dumb thing back then, and if you say it in the moment, like it's a recent tweet, then you deserve to get backlash. However, if it's something you tweeted 10 goddamn years ago, who cares? Imagine you did something wrong, like you stole a car, and then 10 years after the fact, it's still being hung over your head by random people, unless it ain't a judge or the law. No, it's just some random person keeps dangling over your head. No, that doesn't. One, it's kind of cruel because you're being punished for something that you've already been punished for. And, for the 10%, now mind you, this is the problem with cancel culture because usually they just shoot in a random direction and hope they get lucky. But the one time they get a guy who deserves to be canceled, then they swear to God that everyone deserves it. Like when Kevin Spacey got canceled, he deserved it. I don't care if he sues me, to be honest. It's fair criticism at this point. But, going after like Chris Pratt over the church he was following, that was just dumb. Because it's just like, wait a minute. You're the same. You could do it with any role thought, because it could be like, wait a minute, you're a Catholic. Well, priests have diddled kids in the past. You know that, right? Like, what? Doesn't even make any damn sense. Well, that's like me saying, hi, I'm an American, and I believe in the American dream. And you're like, well, the American dream's built off native tears. Like, what the fuck? And you know the type who will always do it. They're definitely the kids who, when you were sitting in school and you were talking to your friends and you started making jokes about the teacher, they're like, that's not funny. They work really hard for their job. I'm telling. Those kids, the ones who deserve to get slapped, basically. Or they're the yacht queen bitches who always always either have Starbucks or some other fucking cliche white girl drink. Now that shouldn't have come off as racist to you, but you know damn right well the type I'm talking about. Probably named Becky or Stephanie or some shit like that. Something that ain't icky or effany. But, they always look at and want to tell you what's offensive. Even say if you're a white guy, make a joke about say a minority group. Mind you, the minority that the joke is targeted. Say if you make you're a white dude to make a Mexican joke, and the Mexican guy laughs at it, then she's the one like, that's not funny, that's offensive. But then the Mexican would be like, oh no, I find it quite funny, and then the girl's like, I said we offended today. And the biggest problem with cancel culture, in my eyes, is one simple thing: the fact that it works. Because companies, ginormous corporations, seemingly give into it, making the problem even more severe. Like looking at the James Gunn problem from a year ago, that they found tweets from like 2009, I think, of him just making some really raunchy ass jokes. Mind you, they're a joke, so who gives a fuck? But no, to these people, oh no, the man who makes the Talking Raccoon movie is hurting my feelers. Listen, Pat. Listen, fucko. No one gives a fuck if your feelings are hurt in the real world. But in reality, no one gives a shit. Or, for a more recent analogy, everyone's siding with Amber Heard over Johnny Depp. For what? Because Pretty Lady said men abuse her. She always right, Pretty Lady. Like, why? Why would the fuck would Johnny Depp? When? None of his past girlfriends or anyone else has ever accused him of that except for her. That off the gate is suspicious as shit. And not to mention, she's been proved to be a liar, but yet there's still people who fucking believe her to be innocent, which is just stupid. In my opinion, she should face jail time for, if you pull up an allegation against somebody that, if they are proven guilty of the allegation, could put them in jail, you should be put in jail too. Because I feel like that's only fair, Hey, I accuse you of raping somebody. Well, I'm proven innocent, but my life is still ruined. Well, I get off scot-free, loser. Haha. Like, how? That doesn't seem fair at all. And the worst problem is, half the time, unless you're a giant-ass, entity as an actor, basically, that, your career's basically over, your life's basically over, because even when you are proven innocent, people still don't fucking believe you. Like, what the hell kind of world do we live in? This shit, it doesn't make sense. Will this get any attention? I hope it does. I hope the people that I'm purposely talking about in this video see this video and purposely blow me up for it. Because the only whole benefit is me. Because any publicity, even bad publicity, is good publicity. Because fucking good. Because then I'll call them out for what they really are. Either a bunch of butthurt pussies who either can't take a joke or need a life, or a bunch of bored weirdos who need a hobby. That's half the problem. When you're fighting them and you're not trying to fight, you're not fighting to change their mind. No, you're fighting. To them, you're trying to take their hobby away because they're all that bored. They just want to ruin someone else's life, which is just not only just childish, it just seems kind of idiotic. Like, oh, instead of me just playing an Xbox, instead of me just playing PlayStation or something, no, let me ruin someone's career. That makes sense. Fucking Twitter. But, Twitter isn't the only culprit. Every website has it, but they're the main source of it. So, yeah, I guess this was a short video today. This isn't my usual content. It's just, I didn't see a recent example of it. I just thought about it and decided to talk about it. My thoughts out there for the world. So to the 90% of the people cancel culture targets, the people who did nothing wrong and did something 10 years ago that isn't actually a crime or isn't a problem, and they definitely don't still feel that way anymore, and whether or not what they said 10 years ago is problematic doesn't matter. That was 10 years ago. But, for the 90% of people whose lives are ruined by cancel culture, I'm sorry for you guys. I hope you can get your life back together. But for the 10% which actually are deserving of it, fuck off. But, I hope cancel culture comes to an end. I really do. Because at this point, it's just getting not only just idiotic, it's just getting stupid. Because y'all, half the time you guys are targeting people who don't deserve to be targeted. Like, they could be beloved actors and actresses, and you're taking them out. Alright guys, so I'll wrap the video up right here. I've been Cheese Girl Poppy. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you.